Shalom, family. How was everybody's Shabbat yesterday? As usual, I really enjoy Shabbat. It gives you a chance to unwind and concentrate, on the Most High's Word. Family, today, we're going to discuss visions and dreams and how important they were in the days of our ancestors and how they're going to be important again in these last days. And why did the Most High choose to speak to his prophets and other people, through visions and dreams? And every last one of them, whenever he spoke to them in a vision or dream, they were either asleep or in a trance. And so you wonder why did he wait till people go to sleep or in a trance? Well, family, if you think about it, how can the Most High communicate something to you and your mind is already cluttered with the things of the world every day? I mean, your mind is concentrating on your financial business and your home and your children and your job and just a multitude of things working in your mind all day long. So, the Most High is not going to be able to communicate with you because your mind is too cluttered up with things. So what he does is wait until you are asleep, and your mind is quieted from, that day's events. Or wait until you get to a quiet place and still your mind. You just drop everything. You get everything out of your mind. You're not thinking about no bills. You're not thinking about nothing. You just empty your mind and focus and meditate, on the Most High. And this is when he can speak to you, or simply, when you're asleep. So this is why that's the way he did those things with all the prophets and other people. They were either in a trance or they were asleep. Okay? And you can prove that throughout all the, the scriptures. You can just, every person that had a vision or a dream, they were either in the spirit or asleep or in a trance like state when the Most High was revealing things to them. Okay. And another reason is that which one of us could actually stand to hear the Most High's voice, without it frightening you? Now, I know we all say, I love the Most High, it wouldn't frighten me. Yeah, because it ain't never happened. Because he's always dealing with you through your spirit. So we don't know how frightening that could be. But the children of Israel did. Okay. So let's get into some scripture, and we'll start with the children of Israel. This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 18 and 19. And all the people saw the thundering and lightning and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off, And when they seen all that and heard all that going on, they removed themselves, they got away from it. And verse 19, listen what they said. And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not the Most High speak with us, lest we die. So it had to be pretty frightening. So they asked Moses, Look, Moses, you tell us. You talk to us, tell us what to do, and we'll hear you. But let not the Most High do it, or we'll die. So apparently it must have been pretty frightening, okay? So, and if we go to Numbers, we'll just find out how the Most High really communicated with the prophets. Now, the only difference between the Most High speaking with the other prophets and Moses is that with Moses, he said he speak to him face to face. Okay? Now, people will misunderstand that, because they'll think that the Most High was actually there speaking to Moses in person. But that's really not what the scriptures say. So let's read Numbers chapter 12, verse 6 through 8. And he said, Hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Most High, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. We see right there how the Most High works with his prophets. Verse 7 says, My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house. Verse 8, With him I will speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of the Most High shall he behold. Wherefore then were you not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? So the Most High is telling you how he dealt with Moses, just a little different from how he dealt with all the rest of the prophets. He said he was going to speak with him face to face, but he said a similitude shall he behold. He didn't say him actually. He said a similitude. Whatever the Most High used for his appearance unto Moses is what Moses beheld. All right? It wasn't the Most High himself, because Mashiach told you that no man has ever seen the Father. All right? But he saw a similitude, whatever the Most High chose to represent him. We can see in, other places where he represented himself as a burning bush. It's called really a theophany. All right? So, I contend that all the appearances that the prophets had, Abraham and all that, they were actually seeing Mashiach before he was, pre-incarnate Mashiach, before he came through the birth of Mary into the world. It was Mashiach that they were seeing. The scriptures say, and Mashiach say, that no man has ever seen the Most High. It did not say, not one time, no man has ever never seen Mashiach. See? So that's how he appeared to people. Let's see. Let's go to Hosea chapter 12, verse 10. It says, I have spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions, and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. See, he used similitudes even with them. Okay? they had those visions and stuff of the Most High, but it was a similitude because the Most High is not a person. He's spirit, but he represents himself as something that they can deal with, something that they can recognize. So people say he had hair like lamb wool and all that. Well, that's a theophany. That's how the Most High chose to make himself known. But we all know the Most High is a spirit. He is not a body. In the least form, he's not a body. But he has taken on flesh to deal with man when he needed to. Okay? So we have to always remember that. Job, chapter 33, verse 14 through 16. For the Most High speaks once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth not. 15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon men, in slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. See, again, it says, when a person is asleep, in a dream, that Most High communicates with people. When you're asleep, you all the things that happen that day, they're not consuming your mind, and the Most High is able to deal with you, at that point. He's not going to try to deal with you and your mind is cluttered up on worldly things every day. You're occupied, your mind is occupied by the troubles and, things of that day. But when you're resting or in your sleep, or you just get away from everything and in a quiet moment, no TV, no radio, no nothing, you just in a quiet place to yourself, and you let go of everything, in your mind and just concentrate on the Most High, then you can hear him, okay? You cannot hear him in a cluttered up mind. Let's see an example here. Let's go to Matthew chapter 1, verse 20. This is talking about Joseph. But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Ruach. Okay? Again, he appeared to him in a dream. Now, family, you have to understand how the King James was written. Whenever you see the word Lord in all caps, it's talking about the Most High, the angel of the Most High. Okay? That's how they wrote it. Matthew 27:19. When he was set down on the judgment seat, his wife sent unto him, saying, Have thou nothing to do with that just man, for I have suffered many things this day in a dream because of him. Now that was Pilate's wife in Matthew 27:19. She had a dream, and she told Pilate, have nothing to do with that man, don't have nothing to do with putting Mashiach to death. I've had a dream, she was kind of warning him, don't do it, don't have nothing to do with it. This is Matthew chapter 2, verse 11 through 13. And this was the wise men. And when they were coming to the house, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and fell down and worshiped him. And when they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold and frankincense and myrrh. Verse 12, and being warned of the Most High in a dream, that they should not return to Herod, King Herod, they departed into their own country another way. So the Most High warned them in a dream, okay, don't go back to Herod, and tell him what you saw or where Mashiach is. So they left and went back another way. Verse 13, and when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, arise and take hold the young child and his mother, and flee into Egypt, and be thou there until I bring thee word, for Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. See, an angel come to Joseph in a dream, told him to go to Egypt and stay there until he hear back from him. And after Herod died, then, the angel reappeared and told him it was okay to go back. Let's see, let's go to Acts chapter 16, verse 9 and 10. And a vision appeared to Paul in the night. See how it's always night? There stood a man of Macedonia and prayed him, saying, come over into Macedonia and help us. And after he had seen the vision, immediately we endeavored to go to Macedonia, assuredly gathering that the Lord had called us for to preach the gospel unto them. See, Paul had that vision, that he should go to Macedonia. Let's see another one that Paul did. Acts 18, verse 9 and 10. Then spake the Lord to Paul in the night by a vision, be not afraid, but speak, and hold not thy peace. Verse 10, for I am with thee, and no man shall set on thee to hurt thee, for I have much people in this city. See, the Most High came to him again and told him, hey, don't be afraid. Go ahead and speak. He said, nobody's going to hurt you. Okay? Because he's got many people there that would look after Paul. So, we see it's a constant thing, family. The Most High deals with us in our spirit. And like Acts 2:17 and Joel 2:28 say, that in the last days, the sons and young men prophesying, and daughters and old men having dreams and visions. And, that's going to happen, if it's not already. But this is how he deals with us, in dreams and visions. Also through the written word, of Mashiach. And that's how he deals with it. It's not like some of these preachers try to claim the Most High came and sit on my bed at night and spoke to me, and they say like it's an audible voice. I seriously doubt that. Because if the Most High were to do that and speak in an audible voice to them, and there's nobody else around in that house, he probably died from a heart attack, scared to death. We have no idea what it sounds like or how frightening it could be. So this is why the Most High deals with us in spirit. He speaks to your spirit when you quieten yourself down to be able to hear him speak. But don't listen to these preachers talking about he came and spoke with him audibly, in a voice. No, that didn't happen. No. When Moses was just in the presence of the Most High's glory, when he came down out the mountain, what did he look like? I mean, Moses was shining like a new penny. You know, he had to put a veil on his face, you know, so the people could look at him. He was so lit up and shining. And hair turned gray, turned white, you know. And these preachers tell you they done been in the presence of the Most High. Nah, I don't think so. Okay. So in these last days, family, you know, we're going to have to get ourselves in tune and put yourself in position to hear from the Most High. It's going to be very important that you hear from the Most High in what we should do, which way we should move, what we should store up. I mean, everything. We need to be able to hear from the Most High. Now, I know we get advice from other people and from ourselves, but try to listen as to what the Most High has for you to do. And the only way you're going to do that is when you put yourself in a position to hear from him. You got to spend time with him. You got to be in a quiet place with nothing else on your mind. None of these concerns of this world on your mind. Just empty that out and get quiet. And seek an audience with the Most High, so he can communicate with you through dreams and visions, you know, and speaking to your spirit. So that's important. In these days, we're going to have to get ourselves in line to be able to listen to the Most High. Most people think the Most High has never spoke to them or spoke to their heart. That's because you wasn't listening. You had your mind occupied with too many other things. It's why you missed the message. You know, clear your mind out. Just let go of things sometimes. And like I say, get quiet. You know, if the TV is a distraction, cut it off. The radio is a distraction, cut it off. If other people is a distraction, get away from them. Go find you a quiet place by yourself. And just meditate and talk to the Most High. Then you will hear from him. Okay? Okay, family, this wasn't meant to be no long, drawn out discussion. But we just need to realize that as these days get worse and worse, we're going to need to be in communication with the Father more and more. Okay? All right. Until next time, family, Most High willing, I'll talk to you later. Shalom.